What's poppin', my Pokemon trainer friends and family all over the world? Welcome back to another Pokemon adventure. Now, I know the Holiday Cup has concluded, and right now all 3 leagues are open, but these are some of my final Holiday Cup battles, and this was my favorite team. All right, if you guys came across me in Go Battle League, this was the team that I was mostly running. And it's a shiny Charjabug on the lead with a shiny Lickitung, Safe Swap, and the Breloom. And I think Breloom was the only actual fighter in the Holiday Cup. But the thing with Breloom is Breloom's very glassy. Now I am going to swap into my Lickitung, and my opponent stays in. They stay in. They didn't swap like I did. So that tells me they might be a little bit weak to Lickitung in the back. Because a lot of the times when we get the Lickitung out, we draw out the counter user. Or, yeah, most of the time it's the counter user, like a Vigoroth or Obstagoon, or even a Breloom. I almost didn't run into any Brelooms, but yeah, so we get off this Body Slam, and then they swap, they make this catch, and they're going to catch this Body Slam spam, hit them with that bang, and they have an Alolan Ninetales in the back. So this is not looking very good, because this is a Charm user, Shadow Ninetales with Charm. So yeah, they're just going to charm us down, and Breloom does not want to go up against this thing at all. So I do bring in back the Charjabug just so we can get a X-Scissor off. And they shield it up, and then we get charmed down, and I'm going to bring in the Breloom and just use a shield. At this point, it's pretty much useless. I should have just let it go, but you know, whatever. We'll just get 1 shield. We'll use 1 shield so we don't go down with 2. They bring the Stunfisk back in, and I'm going to hit him with this Seed Bomb. Charge it up, hit him with that bang. What do they got in the back? It's a Walrein. So my opponent had a double ice team, and they actually take us out. GG's, my friend. Well played. And jumping into this next battle, we catch a Serperior on the lead, and this is actually a pretty good lead for us. My opponent is staying in, and I'm going to hit him with this X-Scissor. We're going to charge up and hit him with that bang, and that did so much damage. And my opponent's still staying in, but there's a swap, and they were trying to catch another X-Scissor, and I don't know, it took me a while. I hesitated to swap in the Breloom. And they go for a Thunderbolt, and that does so much damage. That's resisted damage, by the way. And that just goes to show how glassy Breloom really is. Now I'm going to charge up this Seed Bomb. Bang, take out the Lantern. Now, what are they going to bring out? They're going to bring back the Serperior. Now, do I shield this up? I do have a lot of energy. I am going to shield it up. I'm going to shield up, and my opponent does make it to another charge move. Now, I don't feel like I wasted that shield just because my opponent is now energy dried, and I do have a lot of energy on the Charjabug. So I am going to bring the Charjabug back in, and now we're going to have back-to-back X-Scissors. We get 1 shield. Now I get to other back-to-back X-Scissor. Now, does my opponent want a double shield? If they double shield, I'm going to immediately swap. There it is, because I know that they're going to be weak in the back. They're weak to Charjabug in the back. They swap Cough with Grigus, and we take that win. My opponent backs out. GG's, my friend. Well played. Well played indeed. Now, this right here was just, you know, these are some bonus battles. We do get, I think, a 3-2 win set. 3 wins, 2 losses. That's usually what I get. I usually get 3 wins and 2 losses. With this team, it was always 3-2 or 4-1. I don't think I got any 5 win streaks, like a 5 total. There was mostly 4-1s and 3-2s. Mostly 3-2s. That's usually what I get in Go Battle League. Now, I go for the X-Scissor. My opponent did shield, and they bring in a freaking Chandelure. Now, watch this, guys. I'm trying to, like, lick it completely down. I don't want to use a charge move, and I'm thinking I could take a Flame Charge, but it's an overheat, and that thing took us completely out. That took out my Lickitung, and I was like, oh, this is not good, because both of my Pokemon in the back are weak to fire. And I'm just going to have to let my Charjabug go down. They go for another overheat, and we actually countered down. Now, this is all up to little Breloom. Can Breloom get us the victory? Now, my opponent brings in their Lantern, and their Lantern is Charge Beam. That is not the fast move you want to use, my friend. Either Water Gun or Spark. unless you have a similar problem to me that you don't have any charge TMs or fast TMs in your case. But yeah, if you do get a fast TM away Charge Beam, because that fast move just sucks. That I feel like Charge Beam needs a buff. What do you guys think? But Breloom takes the win for us with a double shield flex. I won that battle with no shields thanks to Breloom. GG's, my friend. Well played. Now jumping into this battle, we catch the Talonflame on the lead, and my opponent swapped there, but they swapped a little too early, and then I swapped out a little too late. So this is going to prove pretty bad for us, as you guys are going to see, because they get to the Power Whip and that does so much damage, bro. That's crazy. Now I'm trying to counter down, but my opponent makes it to another charge move, and that's because I swapped in a little. I hesitated on the switch. They're going to bring that Talonflame back in, and I'm going to go straight for this Dynamic Punch. Does my opponent shield up? Of course they do. They got to shield that up. And we got to the Seed Bomb, but it didn't register. We didn't make it fast enough. Now, I am going to bring in the Lickitung to absorb these charge moves, because Talonflame is just going to start ramping up the power, their attack. And because Incinerate did get a buff this season, Incinerate is just going to start ripping through us. Now, I did use up my last shield there because I was expecting them to go Brave Bird and dip. But my opponent is going to stay in, and I am going to bring in the Charjabug. Can this take out the Talonflame? Bang. It does not. They survive. We get the debuff, but they survive in the red. And I was missing Discharge on my Charjabug because before these battles, I was running Discharge on it only because I didn't have any TMs. But they bring in their own Charjabug, and this is pretty much GG's. My Lickitung is too low. Bang. And I thought one more Volt Switch would have taken us out, but they get to their charge move and they're just going to take us out with a X-Scissor, an X-Scissor, and bang, we go down. GG's, my friend. Well played. Alrighty, jumping into this next battle, we catch a Stunfisk on the lead, and I'm immediately going to swap out into my Lickitung, and my opponent stays in. I don't know why my opponents stay into this matchup. Maybe they needed some time to think what they wanted to bring in, but they have a Lady Pyroar in the back. Shout out to Lady Pyroar. I do have a video where I used it. I think I used it during the Retro Cup though. I didn't use Lady Pyroar during the Holiday Cup. That would have been nice though. That's a nice little pick. They go for the Flame Charge. I think Lady Pyroar would be really good up against Skeledirge. Maybe that's why they're running it. I don't really know the matchup with Lady Pyroar and Skeledirge, but yeah, that's a nice pick. I like it. I like that Pyroar. And now my opponent, or what am I going to bring in? My opponent takes us out. I bring in the Breloom, and look at one Incinerate took us to half our health. They bring in a Venusaur, and things are not looking good, right? But check this out, guys. I charge up, hit him with that Hadouken. Bang! We get the Venusaur so low. And my opponent did not shield that. They should have shielded it. I'm going to shield up myself because I think Breloom can win this for us. I countered down the poison type, and my opponent brings in, I think they have a Lantern. This is going to take up their shield. Oh no, it's the Stunfisk. And we get to another Seed Bomb. Let's go. Breloom for the win. Bang. And it doesn't take them out, but I have a full health Charjabug, and Charjabug is just a little tank. Charjabug is just so good. They're going to need to get like 3 mud shots to even take us out, but this is pretty much GG's. I'm going to charge up this Crunch and nom, take the win. GG's, my friend. Well played. Well played indeed. Now jumping into this next battle, we catch a Dugong on the lead, and this is actually pretty good for us because of the Volt Switch. And yet again, I'm missing the Discharge. For these battles, I was able to get a Charge TM during the Go Battle League sets. You know, the reward encounters or whatever. And I was like, oh, I'm gonna swap out Discharge for X-Scissor. And the moment I did, I found myself having battles where I was missing Discharge, like right there, and against the Talonflames. Now they bring in the Skeledirge and they take us completely out. But I am going to bring in the Lickitung, and my opponent is going to stay in there, and we're just going to lick it down. They go for the Disarming Voice. That's pretty much all they could do in the Holiday Cup. Disarming Voice and Shadow Ball were the preferred movesets. I think Skeledirge has access to Flame Charge. I might be mistaken about that, but anyways, I go for the Power Whip, and I'm going to lick the Skeledirge completely down, and I'm going to immediately swap into Breloom, and my opponent is just going to back out, and we get another 2 shield flex. Neither of us used our shield in that battle. That's crazy. But GG's, my friend. Well played. And jumping into this next battle, we catch an Altaria on the lead. And it's interesting with this team, most of the times I was catching Altaria leads or Whimsicott leads. So yeah, I mean, it was pretty... Oh, we get the debuff right there with the crunch. And my opponent is staying in. My opponent is going to stay in. So we're going to go for another crunch. They still don't shield that up. They let it go. And I don't need to shield this up. We survive on like a sliver of health, and one little Dragon Breath takes us out. But I am going to bring in the Lickitung. We are up on shields, so this is looking good for us, because with this team, what I wanted to do was save my shields for the Breloom. And they swap Ferrothorn, and then I immediately try to swap in with Breloom. Now, do I shield? Of course I shield this up, because they go for a Thunder. And yeah, as you guys seen, even a Power Whip does so much damage up against the Breloom. Now, am I going to shield this up, or am I going to let this go? I think I let it go. And they go for that Power Whip. Now, I want you guys to see what I do here. I misplay so bad. This misplay right here, I tried to counter down the Altaria, but they Dragon Breath us down. And I went down with so much energy that freaking hurt my soul. I almost had 2 charge moves back to back, 2 Seed Bombs, and we went down. And that's what's going to cost us the game, because I probably could have got 1 charge move off or taken a shield at least. And then we could have had like back-to-back Seed Bombs, and Lickitung could have came in. I don't know. Let me know down in the comment section. Do you think if I had just hit those charge moves, I probably could have taken this win? But I don't know. They had the Frostlass in the back. 2 Avalanches would have taken us out. GG's, my friend. Well played. And we go down for the count. But yeah, I really did love this team. Like, this is the team I used the most in the Holiday Cup. I don't know. It was just so fun. I don't know. Charjabug is just such a fun Pokemon to use. You know, and then Lickitung is just so derpy. I don't know. It was such a good team. And we get another 3-2 win. Positive set, 3 wins, 2 losses. But anyways, that is going to do it for this video, guys. My final Holiday Cup battles. Please leave a like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll catch you all in the next one in the battlefield or in the ring. Ding, ding. Peace out, my fellow Pokemon trainers.